Hey everyone, welcome to the Mixlife Mixoff Super Show. Today we're gonna have a little bit of grudge match goodness with ID10-T and Concrete River, or Rick and Dave. They're gonna be chilling out here, and they had last week on Sunday we announced that they were gonna have 24 hours to submit a recipe to me with only Flavora flavors. They had a limit of 5 flavorings, including additives that could only be Flavora additives, so they couldn't use TPA, sweet sucralose, or any goofiness like that. It had to be all FLV sourced, all Flavora sourced recipes. They have only had 24 hours, and they've only steeped since Monday night. So we're gonna judge them here in just a little bit. But first, I'm gonna let these guys talk some trash. Dave, I know you're on a timeline, so you better get in here and make it good.
Well, right now I've got a kid yelling at me that he can't find the toilet paper or can't reach something involving toilet paper. So I'll be back in a minute.
All right, well, I guess that means, Rick, you got a freebie, bud. Don't pull your punches.
I'll take the freebie, man. No, so I mean, I kind of took this as an interesting design challenge more than anything else. I kind of wanted to go ahead and dig deep into the Flavora flavors, go for something a little bit darker, a little bit earthier, something a little mysterious, and I kind of wanted to avoid the whole ice cream, like candy nonsense thing. So we'll see how it ends up working out. But yeah, whether it's perfect or not, that's one thing or the other, but I think it pretty accurately reflects where I am in mixing, trying to sort of wring some more interesting profiles out of flavors and expand my horizons a little bit, if nobody else's. So we'll see how it works out. Dave is a perfectly credible mixer, but I feel like he lacks imagination. So we'll see if imagination beats sheer competence.
All right, that's good. Adam, are you live over there? You worked at your camera thing?
No, I have a blurry camera, but I'm here.
It's all good.
Hey, everybody. Got a blurry camera, but I can judge this stuff. I got the juices, so I'll work on the camera.
VG all over his camera. What did I miss?
I don't think it's VG.
VG. All right, so we're going to go and talk about these.
Dave, did you want to say anything before I start?
Just tell the kid that I'll catch the crawdads in the morning. We're not doing that right now.
Correct, kid. No crawdads for you.
No crawdads until tomorrow. Jeez.
It counts as an adult.
I think if you I think if you call a recipe a fig Newton, it needs to taste like a fig Newton. That's all. That's all I have to say.
Oh shit, son. All right, so we'll start with the fig Newton that doesn't taste like a fig Newton right here. I don't want to do screen share because it gives me Inception, and then on top of that, it makes my camera do that stupid thing. You guys can make these private. I'll put the links in there, or make these public whenever you're ready. I'll put the links in chat as soon as we're done talking about it. So Rick's recipe, Gravity. It's supposed to be a fig Newton. I haven't tried it yet, so we'll know in a minute. But it's 0.25 Flavora Apple Pop, 0.25 Flavora Cookie, 2% Ginger Snap, 0.25% Raisin Rum, and 0.5% Sweet Fig. His original published version was 0.5 regular Flavora Fig, but none of us had the damn Sweet Fig, so we had to...
It was the other way around. It was 0.75% Sweet Fig, and it got swapped out for 0.5% normal fig.
Yeah, that shit right there. That's what he said. Right, and Dave's recipe, Gum Eyeball. Which is supposed to be like a gumball, I guess. It's a Flavora bubble gum, 2%, 0.75% cream, 3% lemonade, 0.5% of marshmallow, and 3.5% vanilla pudding. Which was kind of risky going that high with all those Flavora flavors. I mean, that's like 10% of, almost 10% just straight Flavora. So that's pretty crazy. We'll have the links up for the recipes. You guys can see them when these guys get around to making them unprivate if they want to release them after the show. If they don't, well, we'll nourish their embarrassment by mocking them endlessly after the fact. Yeah? Sound good? Are you guys ready for this shit?
Yeah, I'm good with it. It's not a gumball now. It's one of those treats that you get from the ice cream truck that's like ice cream, that's like a cartoon character head, and it's got gumball eyes. You take a big bite out of it, you get the ice cream and the gumball.
Bare nostalgia at its finest.
Exactly.
All right. That makes a little more sense because I was confused. And, well, I'm not going to lie to everybody. I'm like half awake for this show today. So,
lemon-flavored ice cream with gumball eyes.
Lemon ice cream with gumball eyes. Let me check my Wix here real quick. I gotta get a few more toots off real quick. Adam, are you almost ready?
Yeah, my video's jacked, so.
That's all right, man. I'm just glad you're here so we can chat about it.
Which one are you vaping right now? The fig?
Which one? Right now, I'm just vaping my own shit. But you want to do the fig first? We'll do gravity.
Yeah, I've been vaping both for about an hour.
All right. Actually, yeah. All right. We'll do that. How dark is the gravity? Because I don't want to rewick between.
Oh well, yeah.
Let's do the gumball first.
Not only do you have to rewick between, you have to dry burn and rinse your coils off, or you're going to be tasting that musky, weird sort of fig thing. Tastes like prunes, or like the inside of a cigarette pack when you first open it, like a brand new pack of cigarettes, and you smell that pruny flavor. It's that. He made you a recipe for that. Enjoy.
That actually sounds kind of intriguing. Maybe I'm weird.
You know what? It actually is kind of intriguing, but it's not a fig Newton.
All right. Well, it smells good. You're a gum eyeball. Let's see where this went here. Adam, you want to go first while I puff on this a little bit since you've been vaping on it for a little while?
What are we talking about? Which one? The fig?
The gumball.
Gumball. It's a good vape. You did a good job. Gumball's there. I thought your percentages would have like over flavored it, but you used them well. The gumball comes through, and then yeah, I mean, I get lemonade, I get the cream and the gumball, and it's layered well. So it's a good mix here. It's not too harsh. And I did a 3% nicotine, and it's been steeping since Tuesday night, so 2 days steep. The only criticism I'd say on it is maybe the lemonade is a little higher, but I've never had these ice creams before to know. So it's it's lemonade forward, cream, gumball kind of takes second level of it. I don't know. I like it. I think it's a good vape. Would I vape it again? Yeah. I got 120 mils of it, and I definitely will be using through it. See what else. I think you nailed the profile. It definitely tastes right. So I wonder if blurry's better. Good job, Dave.
So I think you hit the lemon bubblegum really well on the nose, and I don't know if it's just the difference of the extra day steep, but I'm getting a little like it's pretty lean on the cream body, and maybe I'm getting a little more marshmallow. I'm not sure if it's just the vanilla putty being that high, but it's a really dense cream, not cream. It's marshmallowy. It's like puffy. You know what I mean? Which I guess kind of matches those like weird like ice cream puff things that they are with like but the gumball definitely comes through a lot, and the lemonade I think maybe may have I personally think you probably could have gone a little higher with it, but it's good. It's really good. So I think overall it's a pretty well layered recipe. With only Flavora flavors, it's tough to hit that real ice cream depth. So I think you got probably as close as you're gonna get with the flavorings you had available to you. So authenticity, I think you're right there. It's pretty creative. I never would have thought to make a lemon eyeball ice cream. So it's pretty cool. I like it. I dig it. And this is pretty casual, so I'm not going to worry too much about like an official score because there's no official prize other than you guys get to talk shit to each other, right? So let me dry up my wicks here. I think it's pretty good though. I think it's a good job, Dave. I'll probably make this again at some point eventually when I have more than 10 minutes to myself.
Did you mention what the punishment is for losing?
No, I didn't. So while we're waiting for me to dry my wicks, the punishment for losing today, the only real prize here is that the loser gets to vape 5% one-on-one cheese on camera. Now, depending on availability, that may be during our next Sunday show, or it could be a pre-recorded thing. We'll accept either entry. So we understand that not everybody has all the free time in the world to be vaping one-on-one cheese at our demand. So rest assured, though, if you have to post a video of it, I'm going to spam it in every Facebook group on the internet. On to gravity. That's a good job, Dave. I like it. I'm going to give this
I would say the lemon might be a little high after you vape it a bunch. That's the only.
Maybe the difference is the third day that it mellows a lot. It's really not very cloying in mine at all. I don't get any throat hit, and the lemon's just there. It's not even. The bubblegum, I think, comes through more for me than anything else. I hope I didn't drip too much of that. It smells good, though. I'm not sure. It does smell a little musky. Let's see here. Adam, you want to go first?
Okay, so this one is different. I would call it a strange vape. I think you did really well for what a Fig Newton tastes like. So the only thing I get maybe a little bit more of than I would expect is like the apple pop. The apple pop comes through a little bit more, like maybe raising the cookie more and the apple pop a little lower would be the thoughts on this. But I'm trying to compare it to this. Well, like I've eaten boxes of Fig Newtons, and they have almost you're calling musky maybe, but it has almost it's incredibly a dry kind of thing, right? This has that dryness to it, and the figs there, and we didn't have the right fig even, but with the fig that we're using, the fig shows up. Let me see. I think the only mark against it, I would say, is that sometimes as you're taking hits of it, it gives a little more apple than fig, right? But as far as nailing the fig profile of a fig, like the Fig Newton concept, it's there for me. So this one, a little apple now and then. It's like, okay, it's a little more apple than a Fig Newton, but when it hits right, it's a Fig Newton. So good job. It's a good one. They're both really good. I'm glad I'm glad they're good because I have 120 mils of each, and I would have been very disappointed had they both been like, it's awful. And I thought yours wasn't going to be good because of the ingredients, because they're all in my forget about it drawer. And then I thought his might be too much flavoring, but you both showed me wrong on these. These are both like 90% there as far as what I would expect, with just Dave's being a little lower on the lemon and maybe a little more cream. So it feels like a cream hinted lemonade gumball. And then this one feels like an apple fig Newton. So those are the only, I mean, these are small criticisms that I have, because they're both very, very, very close to what you both went after. And those are my thoughts on these. I think yours might need a little more steep time. The fig Newton could probably use more time to like build. And I think that the lemon, like on a week type of, if you did a week long steep, I think the lemon would probably tone down, the cream would get richer. So both my criticisms could be from the soonness of it. What do you think? Soonness is a new word. I made it up today.
Right. So I have to admit, I was pretty off-put by your recipe at first, because raisin rum is offensive as fuck, right? Or it can be. Maybe because I used it incorrectly in the past, but I have to say that it did help edge out the fig. And kind of help tame that muskiness just a little bit. It's a little overly musky, but I wouldn't say it's overpowering in a bad way. You definitely hit like the Newton profile, right? The soft bakery. It's not necessarily like a moist like cookie, but it's definitely it definitely fits the authenticity profile, and the muskiness of it is pretty accurate to like what a regular fig Newton would come across as. I think my only real criticism, other than it probably needs to steep like another week, is that the raisin rum makes it come off a little boozy, which I think is unavoidable given the use of. I mean, I don't think there's any way to get around the booziness with that raisin rum. Even at a lower percent, I think it would come across as a little more boozy. But the booziness is kind of pleasant. It does affect the authenticity a little bit, but I think that overall, it's pretty solid. So you guys were supposed to make it easy on me, and one of you was supposed to suck today. But frankly, neither of you sucked very much. So that makes it a little more difficult. I think I guess we'll have to, we'll do some numbers here, I guess, right? You got a calculator handy, Adam?
Yeah.
So for Dave's recipe, which we did first, 1 out of 5, we'll go in the order of overall quality, 1 to 5, and then authenticity, and then creativity. So 1 out of 5 for overall quality. Dave, I'll give you a 4. And I think on authenticity, I think it fell a little short, but I know that that's partially just because of the flavorings you use. So I'm going to go with a 3. And with creativity, like I got to give you top marks. It's a pretty creative idea. It's a good recipe. So I'll go with another 4, and that puts you at 11.
You gotta add shit talking. Who did better shit talking?
Dave did better shit talking?
Well, whoever did. They both did pretty good.
Well, I feel like Rick eating an orange and going apeshit on last week's show. I mean, that kind of reminded me that.
Well, did you see Dave trash him this morning? Like he made the recipe and then trashed him?
Oh, in chat? No, I didn't see that. So it's a 3.6, so I'll round up to 3.75. 3.75 overall out of 5. I think it's a great recipe. Are you doing the same thing over there, Adam?
Yeah, okay, so you got 3.6. And then, all right, so out of 5 on profile, I give it 4 out of 5. So, and then And so then what is the authenticity? I'd say it's a 5 out of 5 because it's right on for what it's supposed to taste like. And then, was that right? So first one, what were they? Authenticity.
That's fine.
Ambitious.
You got the 2 scores in there. Creativity is your last one.
Okay, then creativity, I'd say he went a little safer. So I will give him a 3 on that because it was safe. Like once you know that creams work well with lemonade, it's a good bet. And so he got a 4 from me as an average score.
So got a 4. All right. So for Rick, I think for overall quality, I give it a 4. It's definitely very good. It's great, smooth vape. It's nice. I really enjoy it. Like I'll definitely probably mix both of these again. They're good recipes. For authenticity, I'm gonna have to go probably with a 3 again because it's authentic. The booziness though really takes away from it. And then with the creativity, like I'm gonna have to give you top marks because like that was really tough to pull together like a fig that works, right? Like nobody like fig Newtons have been tried. I don't know how many times over all the years I've seen people trying to mix, and nobody's ever come close to a fig Newton or even remotely close. So I think that overall it was a really risky move, and it was definitely a creative way to put it together, especially with only all Flavora flavors. So that slightly edges you out at 4 points over a 3.75 for me.
Okay, and then for me, let's switch it up. I will say, all right, so you get 5 for creativity, and then I would say authenticity. I'd say it's a 4 out of 5, and then overall, I would probably give it I'll give it a 4 for overall because it's almost there. It's only 1 point off from being there. So it's at 13 divided by 3. So you got 4.3 for me. Are we rounding?
Yeah, rounding is close enough. I mean, we add up our 2 scores. That still puts that edges Rick ahead of Dave by like a whole point. So I think it was honestly really close, and it's kind of hard to decide. But I'm gonna go with it, and I think Dave, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna need you to come on the show next Sunday and vape the one-on-one cheese.
As this kid bangs his head in the background.
I've smelled some nasty flavors before, but the only one that ever made me retch was one-on-one cheese. It actually, I mean, you saw me do it. You saw it happen. What was it, after one of the Mixlife shows?
Oh, I remember.
Took it out and smelled it. Yeah, it was violent. There was physical effort involved in not puking. So me and my barf bag will see you on Sunday.
Well, we're very excited. Hey, guys,
Sorry, guys.
Both of you did great work. Both of these recipes are super awesome.
No, and I mixed up Dave's too, and Dave's recipe is actually really fucking good. For as much shit as I was talking, that's a fantastic recipe. I'm just weirder than he is.
I think when it came down to it, it was the higher risk. Going for the Fig Newton was super duper risky.
Yeah, it was a grand slam, and the fact that I thought it was going to taste nothing like a Fig Newton. And the thing about yours is that the smell, like doing a smell test of it, is nothing like the vape. So if you smell it, it gives off spicy and tobacco-y and boozy notes. So the shit talk, I give Dave points for that because he was shit talking it proper. But when you heat it up, it actually kind of just comes together to actually taste as close to, I think, a Fig Newton would taste, other than like minor adjustments. Like But if there's apple and fig Newton, it's right there. And even with the apple on it, the fact that you came close, and you both came very, very close to the recipe, but you took on a harder recipe and came close. So that's why I think you won this one. Good job, gentlemen.
I think it came down to just the risk, man. The risk is what edged you out. Both of them are really solid recipes, and I think that if you hadn't taken on one of the most fuck my life hard profiles to do all of Flavora, there's better fig flavorings, I think, and obviously I think you could do a better job if you went with other flavorings. But with Flavora only, like, that was damn impressive, dude. Good job. Both of you guys, good job. Great job.
Thank you.
Awesome. So
let the
the shit talking commence.
I was gonna say, now all I want to do is add tobacco to it.
Actually, it's a pretty good idea. I think go good with some red burley, man. I mean, I think that everything goes good with red burley, so take that with a grain of salt. I love that burley, or maybe like the native or Arabian. Have you tried the Arabian yet?
Yeah, I liked it. It was a little bit more aggressive than some of the other ones. I actually kind of dug it though.
Yeah, it is a bit aggressive. I want to find something to work with it in, but I haven't. I'm gonna do like a Turkish gold, like kind of a spice, like Turkish or Cavendish with it. I think it'd be all right, but I haven't had enough time to develop with it yet, so maybe pretty soon. But great job, Rick. Awesome. You made it. You killed it.
I'd like to thank my sponsor, Shasta Club Soda.
Shasta Club Soda comes through. Well, Graham, Flavora always wins because they were both still using all Flavora flavors.
And yes, we are both still cucks.
Right, yeah.
It's like, oh shit.
What is happening right now? I don't even know. All right, so you saw it here. Rick unseated Dave, if only temporarily. I'm sure there'll be another grudge match rematch. There's always room for that. You guys got anything else?
I'm waiting for someone to step up and challenge the winner.
Yeah, what about that? We got any challengers? Do we want to take on Rick head to head? We'll be like 2 weeks away.
I am a force.
Are you ready for this? He's gonna get naked and eat another orange to talk shit to you. So
that comes with the territory.
Yeah. Any challengers? We'll give him like 5 or 10 minutes. We can bullshit. So while we're talking about that, we have some new announcements. We got our new Chef's Flavors launched this week. We got 4 new flavors up on chefsflavors.co.uk. So check them out if you're making an order through Chefs. If you're in the U.S., shipping is pretty reasonable. It's only $6.50, I think, last time to have my order shipped to the U.S. to Oregon from the U.K. We got 4 brand new one-shots out there, and my new Bull City flavor pack for Fireside is out there now. So we all have new flavor packs. Rick is the featured flavor pack of the week. Bull City sent out a fancy little thing.
Nope, that's Dave.
Or Dave. Sorry, Dave. I'm tired. Not my fault. But Dave's mango colada or pina colada. Which one is it up there? Anyways, fucking buy Rick's shit because he needs tacos. Look at the man. He's starving. Can you see him right now? Look how much weight he's lost just after joining Mixlife.
I think you're talking about Dave. I have not lost any weight.
Dave needs tacos. Look at him. Buy Dave's fucking flavor pack so we can get some tacos. The man's lost some weight.
I need some tacos, please.
Look at him. He's dying. So he's the featured mix of the week on Bull City Flavors. So check out his flavor packs. And we'll still have more to follow with our official juice line launch in Canada in the next coming weeks.
And more big stuff. We got more big things.
More big stuff coming. Lots more big stuff.
Get excited.
Crazy big stuff. So, but we can't talk about it yet because we're not allowed to. Fun. No challengers?
I don't know. I think Shindo's being talked into it.
Shindo?
They're trying to talk him into it.
Shindo doesn't have the upload to come on the show. Hey, Shindo, if you don't have the upload to come on the show, you can come talk some trash in chat and challenge him, but we'll still review your recipe if you want to do it.
You can do the audio only version like me.
Or, yeah, if you just go audio only, then it doesn't take nearly as much upload power. Come on, Shindo. Don't be a bitch.
Don't be a bitch. What about Apexified?
Yeah, Chris, you want to get in? You want to get in on this? You think you can hang? Oh, Shindo called for it. He's down. All right, Shindo, we'll get back to you by the end of the week with some guidelines, some mixing guidelines, and then we'll revisit. We're going to plan to try to judge it on our next Sunday show, not this weekend Sunday, but the next Sunday. So we're going to try to work it around the regular Mixlife schedule, I think, for the next one. Because right now I'm in a position where doing 2 or 3 shows a week is going to be a little too much really fast. So Shindo versus Rick. It's the next matchup. Probably 2 weeks. Anything else, boys? Did I miss anything? Adam?
I got nothing.
Rick?
I would like to thank the beautiful and obviously wise judges, and also my esteemed competitor.
Look at this guy classing it up right at the end there.
I'm classy as fuck, man. I'm super fucking classy.
Last week's Mixlife tells me that's a lie. Dave, you got anything left, bud? I can hear your kids starting to kind of creep in on your space there. Yeah. You all right? Good show, man. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for
congratulations, Rick.
Hey, thanks
for
man.
An awesome recipe. I think Dave just took off his headset. He's like, screw these guys.
Fuck it, I'm out.
Fuck it, I'm out.
Fucking cram.
All right. Much love, guys. That was a good fight. Shindo, you better bring it. You
Thanks for joining, everybody.
We'll get back to you.
For you, man.
All right. I'm out of here.